Hey, got another spring container. I wasn't going to do another spring container, full disclosure. I did the first two, which will be, I think, in next week's video. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to waste money on these. And then I went to the garden center yesterday. Actually, went to Lowe's yesterday, not even the garden center. But here's what I did. I bought perennials instead of just annuals that are going to go away. I did supplement with some viola and pansies, which of course are our standard spring flower. But I got some really great other things that we can put in our terrace garden a little bit later on. So let me show you what I got. I'll just take you right over here. They're in our terrace. Don't mind our mess. We have not done our spring cleanup yet. But look at these. Oh my gosh, these phlox are incredible. Incredible. From Lowe's. So they were inexpensive. These cost $8 each. They are Blue Moon. Blue Moon phlox. And they smell awesome, don't they, Michael?
Yeah, they smell really, really good.
Yeah, they're really, really great. Now, these grow 12 inches high, 18 inches wide. They are hardy to zone 3. Zone 3. So these will last. These will go out in our terrace, like I said before. So we will reuse these for sure. Also, I've got these beautiful white thrift, and these have recently been watered, so they're a little moist. I got a white and a pink thrift. Also perennial, hardy to zone 5. So hardy to zone 5. These will grow 8 to 10 inches high, 8 to 10 inches wide, and these were $5. $5. Can't beat it to reuse. I also, of course, got violas to fill in. A beautiful purple color to go with this. I got some pansies that are incredible. Now, mind you, these are huge blooms. These are, I didn't realize when I got home, these were not watered yesterday, and I didn't know it until today. So they've been watered today. Also, another perennial for us, primrose. Oh my goodness, look at these. Look at these primrose. Beautiful yellow. I've got to take some of these leaves off when I plant them. But these are also hardy down to zone, oh, is it 3? Hang on, I got to look. Oh, it doesn't have a zone, but negative 30. So I think that's zone 3, 3 or 4. Beautiful, beautiful yellow color. I think this will go great with our purple contrasting colors. Now, with primrose, we all want to get flowers that look just like this, that are blooming, 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 blooming. If you can find a primrose that's just budded out, get it instead. Now, that said, look down in here. Look down in here. We have another new set ready to go. So, when you're getting your flowers, look for that. You want to look for it to have those nice buds, that way you get more color. So, with that said, I've got 2 containers that we're going to do today. We're going to start with our short egg urn from Unique Stone, and then we're going to continue up to our Atlas, again from Unique Stone. So, let's get started. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. First off, let me tell you how I prepared the soil. Now, if you watch our videos regularly, you will have probably seen our fall video. We did some white pansies and violas with a purple fountain grass. Was it purple fountain grass? Yeah, and a coneflower, all in the same container with a couple of ivy, I believe, too, and a cabbage. Those did not make it very long. We had a really hard winter this year. It got really, really cold, and it just completely fried them out. The violas were trying to come back. They were about that big, but they were trying to come back. So I took them out, put them in another container on their own in the sun, and we'll see if they perk up and give us a little color in that container. The grass came out, everything else came out. I took all the clumps out. I took the coneflower and put it in our terrace garden because that will come back next year. It hasn't started to grow yet, but it'll wake up in its new home. So another bit of money saved. I did put a little bit of plant tone in here and just mixed it in really good. It's not necessary to do that. This dirt is pretty good. I think we put it in the fall, so it didn't get a lot of use. And 2, even if you have used up soil, these plants aren't going to be here that long before you take them out and put them somewhere else. So that's what I've done to condition. So now I'm going to grab my plants and I'll show you where we're going to put them. All right, so let's start in the front. Now, this is not a full round container. We are not planting this to be seen from all sides. We only view it from down that way. So I'm going to plant this as my front. So I'm going to put my pansy right dead center since I have 3 of these. I'm going to sideline those with our primrose with the yellow, and then another pansy on each side. Now, again, keep in mind, see, these are awful. They will perk right back up. The wind has been crazy today. That said, if you can hear the wind, I apologize. Can't do anything about that. But they will perk right back up and they will be totally fine. So we're going to start in the front, and I'm going to get these in the ground. Primrose I've laid slightly at an angle to the front. Be totally fine, completely covered in soil, so it'll be totally fine. All right, so that's our front. So all done there. We just alternated the yellow and purple. Such a good combination. When you're planting, think about the color wheel. On the color wheel, purple and yellow are exact opposites. So they're going to really contrast and show off one another. So they'll be really, really beautiful. So let's move on to our centerpiece. I'm going to use the white thrift in the center. Sorted it right there to give us a little bit of height. So I'm going to plant them right behind the others. I shouldn't call these a centerpiece because these are going to be a middle piece. The centerpiece is going to actually be in the back because that's going to be our phlox because they're going to be our highest. So these are really our filler in this, even though I hate to use the word filler in a spring container because none of these are really going to fill up. The pansies will get a little bit bigger, but nothing else is going to get an astronomically huge. So let's start with our phlox here. I hope I can get both of these in here. I think I can. I'm going to leave that in the container. If you'll see, I don't have enough room. I've made it all the way to the bottom of my pot. So I'm going to leave these in the container. They're coming out in a month anyway. Won't make any difference. Okay, we're going to do this one the same way. I'm going to just put it in the pot in here. One thing to note, if you do this, make sure that there is soil still between your plant here that's planted in the ground and here. You want to make sure that there's room for that to grow. Otherwise, just pop it right on in. And that will be totally fine. Look at that. Look at that color. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Now the phlox, if you've got cold still coming, which we do, we will have many more frosts. We should not, hopefully, shouldn't have said it because I just jinxed us. Hopefully we won't have a hard frost. So if it gets below 30, we will cover these because they will not make it through that cold temperature without completely dying back. I don't want to lose my blooms. They should be all right in a light frost, but in a hard frost, I'm going to cover them. I may still lose some blooms in frost, but a really good piece of equipment that you can get is from Lowe's. It is designed for trees. It's frost cloth. It goes around the trees. It has a drawstring at the bottom for you to pull up against the trunk. You put that over with a stick in the middle, just a piece of dowel or anything. It'll hold it up off the plants. You can drawstring it around the container and it works wonderfully. So if you're going to have some frost left, go ahead and do that. But look at this. The purple with the white with the purple and yellow in the front, just an amazing container. I absolutely love this. Our phlox does have another flush of bloom down in there. So we'll get 2 blooms out of this. I apologize again for the wind. It's blowing them all over the place. I'll try to get some better pictures to put at the end once these have perked back up and when our wind has died down a little bit. But that's it for this container. We're going to move on to our atlas. So here we are at our Atlas statue. Again, the wind, oh my goodness. I hate wind, y'all. I can take any weather but wind. So So here we are at our Atlas statue with the lion bowl on top. I absolutely love this statue. We got it last year. Again, another unique stone piece. Thank you, Karen, at Foxglove, for setting us up with this. So we're going to just do a quick little tiny arrangement here. I've got some more of the thrift, the pink that I showed you before. I've got a beautiful purple lavender color. Now, those of you that know me know that lavender is my signature color. I wear it every day, almost. So I love this color. And then I got a nice pink purple to go with it. So we're going to put these together. I got two of the lavender and one of the pink, and I think that'll go nicely with the pink thrift. So we're just going to put this together really quick. I'm going to come back and add a little soil back here because our root ball here is a little high. But anyway, there you have it. Beautiful, beautiful arrangement. Our statue is a little wobbly. I had no idea that it had shifted this much during the winter. So we're going to stabilize this a little bit later on. We've got cans running everywhere because of the wind. We'll pick those up too. But that's it. I love the colors here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great spring. I hope you're having an early spring wherever you are. I hope that the temperatures continue to rise and that we have a great early growing season. But anyway, thanks so much for joining. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you so much. We have hit a milestone of 500 subscribers. We want to keep that going. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.